My name is Cathy from Cathy's Crazy Kitchen. I'm here today to talk about choux pastry. That's right. I know many of you have tried choux pastry and failed miserably, just like me. Let me give you the first example. This was my first attempt. Yeah, that didn't work at all. However, I figured it out. I've watched many YouTube cooking channels, but the two that stood out the most and made the most sense and helped me make this. That's right. You see that? That is a perfect choux pastry. So how did I do it? Well, the technique behind it, you take your boiling water, add your sugar, add your salt, add your butter. Let that boil till the butter's melted completely down. Then, that's when you're going to add your 1 cup of flour. Mix that in. You want to make sure it's dry, so keep cooking it until it's dry. Now, once you have that technique down pat, the second thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your batter and put it in another bowl, because you don't want it in the heat. You want to cool it down a little bit before you add the eggs. Why? Because your eggs are going to cook in the choux pastry. You don't want that, trust me. So, your third technique. Once your batter has cooled down slightly, then you can start adding your eggs. Add 1 egg, then 2 eggs. But don't add the 3rd egg. Mix that up a little bit. Okay? Make sure it's mixed up really well. Once that's done, 3rd egg, take that, scramble it up a little bit. Add just half of that. Blend it in. Make sure when you check your pastry dough, before adding the other part of the egg, it should, put it between your fingers, pull it like this, and the peak should fall a little bit. If that's not happening and it's still standing right up there, not good. Okay? Trust me, not good. You want the peak to come between your fingers and have the little peak fall over. That will be a perfect pastry. Alright, we're not done yet. I still have another tip to share with you. Okay. When you pipe your pastry, you want to make sure, where did I put it? Right here. Sorry about that. You want to make sure the tip that you're using is about 1 centimeter or a little more before you start to pipe it. And when you pipe it, you want to bring up the batter so that it's a nice high consistency. Think of a little short mountain. That's what you want. Okay, so now we've done our puff pastry. We've given you all the instructions you need. Now you're thinking, okay, but it's the baking. Baking is the worst part for me. I know. Believe me, I get it. When you're baking, this is important. Joy's Baking actually gave the best cooking method, because the worst part about making puff pastry is it doesn't rise. The second worst part is it's wet inside. You don't want it to be wet inside. Ugh, disgusting. I know, because as I said, these guys, they weren't even cooked. You don't want that, trust me. So, start your temperature at 400. Cook it on a higher heat. Then lower your temperature after 15 minutes to a lower heat of 350. This is where it gets tricky. Check your pastry between 20 and 25 minutes. Now, everybody's oven's a little different, so when you check your pastry, make sure the bottoms aren't burning. I have a little chocolate on there, but trust me, the bottom's burnt on mine a little. I overcooked mine. But that's okay, because Joy's Baking did give fantastic instructions. It's just unfortunate my oven cooks a little different, obviously, than hers. So that's it for that. Isn't that delicious? Yeah, join Cathy's Crazy Kitchen and check those links up above, because we have a lot of great things to share with you. We may not always be talking about recipes, but we're always talking about food. That I promise you.